Good morning. I come to you barefaced. Okay, I have a little bit of tinted lip oil on, just to keep my lips hydrated. And pink bear ears. They're not bunny ears. I guess they're bear ears in my headband because I'm going to put my makeup on and just randomly ramble about nothing in particular for a bit, and maybe show you my TK Maxx haul, which is very small, etc, etc. Maybe, or I do a separate video for the haul. Not sure yet, but I am going to put on some makeup. I do have a parcel that's just arrived, which is my Terran Hughes perfumes that I bought from during Black Friday, which were delayed because there was a blizzard in Germany, and so the flight couldn't leave. So I only just got it, but I'm very excited about opening that, and so I'll do an unboxing with that one. But I'm going to put on some makeup for no apparent reason, which is most of the time what I do, because I work from home and I don't go out a lot, but I just like to put stuff on my face. I've done all my skincare, and I've done a fairly light skincare today because I was feeling a bit lazy. So, you know, instead of like a gazillion steps, I only did like 5 because I was lazy. So yes, primer is this one, No Pore Blem Primer by Touch in Seoul. Made in Korea. I think it's a Korean product. I bought it from one of the Korean websites, and it's got all these Korean writing on it. So yes, made in Korea. So I assume yes, it's Korean. But I've liked it so far, and it's been nice. And I kind of just, I should probably stand it upright because come on, pump. There we go. So it is nice. I do like it. I'm not sure if it's entirely like pore filling. I'm gonna look down here because that's where my mirror is. But yes, I've been liking it so far. My pores, most of my pores are like around here and around here, and some on my nose. My nose usually is a big problem, not because I have a lot of pores, because yes, I have a lot of pores, but because I have sebaceous filaments, which are, I have learned after much research, different from, what do you call those things, blackheads and whiteheads, but they drive me crazy because they kind of stick out of my pores, you know, like filaments do. And then they catch onto my foundation and powder, and it kind of just doesn't look nice and doesn't look smooth. And so my nose is always kind of an issue whenever I decide I'm going to wear a foundation. Foundation today is going to be Wet n Wild, which I haven't worn it in a long time. And this one is the dewy version, soft focus, dewy version in soft ivory. I bought this from the US the last time we were there. And I do like this particular foundation. I like the original version, which is sort of matte. And I know it looks really pale like right now, but I promise you, it does actually match my skin and blend in correctly. It smells, it's got foundation smell. I do like scented foundation or scented products that are not too strong. I know not a lot of people do, but I do like that sensory experience when I'm putting foundation on. Okay, turn my mirror so I can see what I'm doing. Whoa, might just, okay, that's a lot better. Okay, so, oh yes, lip oil. I am using this Misha Super Thingamabobby Superfood lip oil. It's not like a slippy, oily lip oil. It's kind of a slightly thicker texture, which I've come to really enjoy. And I originally got one from Apio. I've got another one, and I loved it. I blew through it so fast. I didn't like it at first, and I thought, oh yuck, it feels like plastic. But then I really liked it, and it lasts a long time on my lips. And it's the Honey Milk by Apio. These are the so it's this Apio. I don't know if it's even focusing. Is it focusing? Apio, yes. Anyway, so it's Korean, and I really like it. It's hydrating. My lips like it. It lasts a long time, and it's great for sort of the keep my lips hydrated while I'm getting ready kind of thing. So I put it on after I've cleansed in the morning, which is basically just with some micellar water, and then I, what do you call this, apply that and do the rest of my skincare. So that's the foundation. I am using a very old that I discovered Revlon age defying concealer, and I don't use a lot of it because I don't actually need a lot of it, but I've lately started putting a bit on my nose because, like I said before, nose is a problem area. And also, you can't see it now, but you can see it when the light hits it in the car, especially. I'm having, because of the menopause, hyperpigmentation caused by menopause around my lips, which is normal. It's annoying, but it's normal. So when I went to see my doctor and said, hey, this is happening, he just looked at me and went, yeah. Yeah. But he did give me a prescription for tretinoin mixed with hydroquinone, which is fantastic for, you know, hyperpigmentation, and I've started using it, but it's very, very strong, so I don't use it every day. I need to work up to it. So in the meantime, a little bit of concealer. And the thing with that Revlon concealer is it's not, you know, fully very heavy coverage. So I do like that about it, that it covers, it gives me a light amount of coverage. It's very skin-like, and it's nice. And I'm not into like the big heavy coverage concealers. I did get that e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer recently during the Black Friday sale because it was like 40% off, and from the e.l.f. website, and there was something else I wanted to get that I really liked from e.l.f., another one of, so I kind of did that then. And I tried it yesterday, but I don't know, I'm not, it might be, maybe it's just too much coverage for me, and I haven't quite figured out how to use it yet. Powder is the Cody-Espun. This is the original formula loose powder, and this is in the translucent, just the translucent. I usually wear the extra coverage translucent, which I love, and I don't know what happened, but I think I might have made a mistake and I accidentally just bought the regular translucent, but it's actually really nice. And I love it. The thing with the Cody-Espun, it smells like granny powder. Like, it's so fragranced. And they've been around since like 1935, and I don't think they've ever updated the fragrance. But I don't mind it. It's just one of those things where a lot of people hate it, the fragrance, I mean, but I'm okay with it. And I just kind of buff enough to set. And yeah, that's nice. And I also do, when I look down, I know it's terribly unprofessional, but hey, it's me. I also do my neck because, more just because with all the skincare, it's just very dewy and shiny. And this is an old t-shirt that, see, it's all faded. So that's that. And then eyebrows. What do we want to do with eyebrows today? I think I'm just going to continue using this. There's hardly, like, it's down, it's up to here and it's down to here. There's not much of it left. It's the Wonder Brow thing. I don't know what it's called because I didn't like the original packaging, so I depotted everything into this. And I like it so much more now, and I've been using it very, very consistently. It's absolutely bulletproof. It does not go anywhere. I love this brush. I love the way it deposits product on my brows, even though it looks like really, it looks very loaded. It doesn't seem to over apply. So that kind of works very well for me. And then there's like some little bits here that need a bit extra. So what I do is, I have this plate. I bought this from Daiso. Is I just kind of smush a little bit on the plate. And I grab a brush and just pick it up. And this stuff sets pretty fast, because I know this, because when I go to clean this, if I don't use a proper like brush cleaner and spray it on, it's just like, I ain't going nowhere. It really doesn't need much, and I'm only just cleaning up a bit of the edges so it looks a bit more finished, and this corner bit here just needs to be a little sharper, and that's kind of it. So then what I do is I take a makeup remover, anyone will do, and I give it a couple of sprays, and then I, two birds, one stone, I mush up the, I just do this. And the nice thing about this is it cleans up the plate and I can reuse it, and it cleans the brush, and so then my brush is clean again. So that's a little bit of a, I don't know, makeup tip hack thing for you, how to keep your brushes clean really easily and very quickly. I used to spray on the brush, but I was finding I was using a lot more brush cleaner and going through a lot more brush cleaner a lot faster. So now I spray into the plate, I clean the plate, and I clean the brush at the same time, and I just wipe it off with a baby wipe, which I use, you know, use one every time I put my makeup on to continue to get through it. Eye primer at the moment, I am using a NARS Pro Prime eyeshadow primer. Funny story, I've had this forever, but and it was in one of those, like, you know, tubey things. I don't even have one to show you. I don't have anything to show you that works. It's like this, but small, you know, with the doe foot, and nothing was coming out, and the cap was broken, and I thought, I'll just take it out and depot it, you know, because it's probably not much left. Well, I took it apart, emptied it out, and I kid you not, it filled up this little pot. And this little pot is 3 mils, and it filled up the 3 mil pot. So, you know, if you ever sort of think, oh, there's nothing left in my in my tube or in my jar or whatever it is, cut it open and like get to it, because I've been working on this since, and I use it every day, like every day. I use eye primer every day, whenever I wear makeup, which is at least 4-5 times a day, if not every day of the week, you know, when I wear eyeshadow. And I've had this since the 8th of September, and I'm only now getting to the point where it's almost around the edges, and there's pan in there, and you don't need a lot anyway, so, and it works very, very well. So this NARS eyeshadow primer is excellent. It holds on to your eyeshadow like no other, and it's ridiculously expensive. So if you ever get the eyeshadow and you think, oh, you know, it's run out, it's not coming out anymore, and whatever, like, take it apart and dig it out, because you'll be surprised how much is left in it. Then I just kind of blend with an old Real Techniques eyeshadow brush of some sort, and then again a little bit of spray in there, in a little bit of a smoosh and a wipe, and it's clean and ready for the next day. And it also means then I don't have to like do a deep clean of my brushes, but don't let that fool you, because, you know, this little container of dirty eyeshadow brush is embarrassing. And so that's done. What do I want to put on my eyes today? Do I want to be interesting or boring? Oh, let's be semi interesting. This is an old Burberry single eyeshadow in nude number 02. I don't even think they make these anymore. Do they? I haven't seen them. I was buying them, I think, from, I want to say Sephora. I have 2 of them. This is kind of like a sort of almost like a satin taupe matte kind of a color, which is my kind of color. And then this, what is this one? Midnight Brown in number 300. It's so shiny I don't even know if you can see it, but it's like a lovely chocolate brown, purpley chocolate brown color. That's the color of Midnight Brown. So that's the kind of color I like to wear, and yeah, it's fun for me. And this is sort of more taupey, I guess, and a little shimmery, but you know, I'm boring and predictable, and those are like my colors, and I have so many of them like that, because that's what I like to wear. And I'm not really into the colorful looks. I'm in the process of decluttering and selling off my like colorful eyeshadow palettes on Marketplace, which, oh, don't even get me started on Marketplace. What a schmozzle that place is. Mind you, it does work. Like, you can sell things, but you just get so many tire kickers, and a lot of people are not exactly polite. And a lot of people, they just send you a message and go, is it available? And then they ghost you. And I'm the sort of person who will minimally reply and politely say, yes, it's still available. Or, you know, are you interested? Or, you know, Facebook are very helpful, because they give you these buttons with, like, you know, canned responses. And before, I used to, before meaning like when I was new at it, I used to just, yes, are you interested, blah blah blah, whatever. And now I'm just like, hit the button and go on my day, because most of them are just you know, they're tire kickers. They're not really interested. They're just, I don't know, according to this much more experienced friend of mine, Steph, who's been on Facebook Marketplace a lot longer, she says a lot of them just do it to bookmark, you know, an old Ulta nude matte eyeshadow in camel, just to blend out the edges. My eyeshadow looks very simple because of the way my eyes are. I don't use a lot of colors, so I'm pretty much usually only a like single eyeshadow and then something to blend out, something very neutral to blend out the edges. So yes, boring, I know, but that's just me. Yeah, so Steph, guys, yeah, there a lot of them are they just do it to bookmark it, and then they may or may not come back to it. And let me tell you, most of them don't. And I have, like, you know, seen things on Marketplace where I've been interested in, and I've contacted people and said, oh, you know, if it's still available and that kind of thing. And then if I'm not interested, I'll politely go, you know, whatever reason, I'm going to pass or whatever. But at least I do that, you know. But most people don't. According to Steph, it's a recent thing because she said before the pandemic, people were a lot more polite and didn't ghost you and were a lot more courteous. So, I don't know. For eyeshadow, I'm actually using this Mecca Max. Look, the Mecca Max line and the Mecca Cosmetica, like, house brand, totally underrated. Fantastic quality products. And this is their crayon stick, Zoom Shadow Stick in Matte, and it's just black. And I like using it as an eyeliner because it stays put, as well as it can stay put, anything can stay put on my eyes, because eyeliner, for some reason, and I don't get along, because I think my eyes are too watery and they smudge. But these work relatively well for me. And I like using just, you know, a brush, liner, brow brush like that, and I take a little bit off the top and line, and look, I have fine, guys. I don't wear mascara, in case you're wondering and you're watching me and going, why don't you have mascara? I don't wear mascara. I don't wear mascara because I have no eyelashes. It's a, I don't, it's a, I think my mom doesn't have eyelashes either, and I've never worn mascara, and it's just too late to start. And it's funny because, like, I'm trying to look at my eyelashes, I can't see anything. It's funny because a girlfriend of mine, and I may have told this story before, cleaning, a girlfriend of mine gifted me, very generously gifted me, a set of eyelash extensions for my birthday one year. And so the lady is like doing the extensions on me, and she's like, keeps saying to me the whole time, oh, your eyelashes are so short, your eyelashes are so short, they're so fine, I can barely get them on. I kid you not, within 24 hours they all fell off. So that was several $100s that my friend very kindly spent on me that just went down the tubes. And look, they look nice for like the 24 hours that they were on. But like overnight, they were gone. It was not worth it. Blush. What do I want to wear for blush? I'm going to stay on the side because then I'm not turning that way. And what do I want to do? I'm going to be boring and do a really me color. This is a very old Benefit blush called California. I don't even know if they still have it, because I know they kind of switched to the smaller packaging and they released a whole range of new blushes. This one's called Krista, and you can tell this is kind of a me thing, right? It's like peachy coral, peachy coral. This one's slightly shimmery. So, you know, I'm predictable. Well, I should probably wear pink because I've got this whole pink thing going on, but I do like this color. And I know if ever, like, I'm in a hurry, this is very classic, sort of a me kind of a look, where if I'm in a hurry and I, like, don't know what to wear, or just need to throw something on and I need to be quick, then my go-to is primer powder, like a powder foundation. At the moment I'm going through a L'Oreal one. It's looking very manky because it's the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. I wear it in, what color do I wear it in? Oh, 020 Ivory. But let me finish my blush and I'll continue rambling. And so brows blush, eyeshadow, and that's when I don't even bother with primer and I just throw on some bronzer in my eyes, and I don't even bother with eyeliner. But the powder is like, look, I really like it. It's a very nice powder, but it started cracking and falling apart, and it got annoying. So I, like, crushed it all up, mixed it with some alcohol and repressed it, and it looks incredibly manky right now. And I've got a little bit of pan there, but it's really nice. I mean, I really like it as a powder foundation, or just as a, you know, as a one-step thing if I'm not wanting to wear anything else. So this is good. The lips have stayed. Normally, if I'm going to put on a lip, I'll blot and put something on. But I might leave it because it looks cute for now. And my lips feel nice. So I'm done. And with all the talking, it's taken me 27 minutes, which I'm not that much faster, I don't think, even when I'm not talking to the video, because I'm slow. It's kind of like a me time thing, so I kind of take my time and really enjoy the process, and it's very relaxing and therapeutic for me. So anyway, I went to TK Maxx. Here in Australia, it's TK Maxx. In America, it's TJ Maxx. And I've only ever, like, very quickly looked in their clothing or shoe department, and normally Steve's with me, so he's impatient and it's like, hurry up, are you done yet? But he was feeling generous and letting me have a bit of a browse, and I didn't even get past, they had the one that I went to had the skincare, like, close to the front. I didn't even get past that because I was so blown away with everything they had, and they had so much Korean skincare. This is not Korean. This is the Skin Physics Prebiotic Multi Cleansing Oil. It was $16.99. Their prices, oh my goodness, they are so affordable, and even cheaper than some of the Korean websites when they're having, like, sales and stuff. So that was pretty impressive. I need a cleansing oil. I don't do my whole face because I don't like the way it feels, but I put some on, like a makeup remover reusable puff thing. I'm very articulate, aren't I? I don't have one to show you because I did not have the foresight to bring one. But yes, I wanted a cleansing oil to remove the makeup, the eye makeup and stuff like that. But I put it on the puff thing, and then I use it to remove all my makeup as my first step in a double cleanse, and it does work really nicely. I tried it last night. I haven't pumped it yet because I didn't want to get, like, into it. So I just unscrewed the top and poured a little bit in onto my puff, and I used it, and it was nice. It didn't get into my eyes. The thing I don't like about cleansing balms and cleansing oils is that when I do my eyes like this, some of it can get in my eyes, and I don't like the feeling. It doesn't sting or anything like that. That's not an issue. But I just don't like the way it feels. So that's why I don't do it that way. And then for the Korean stuff, Mary and May, which is a brand that I really enjoy and my mom really enjoys. This is their vegan blackberry cream essence. I've heard good things about it. It's very, very similar to the Dr. Circle tea cream essence or something like that. It looks very similar, and I don't know who copied who. But it's a biphase product, and it's, so you can see it's got like that purple, I guess because of the blackberry, and then the creamy lotion. The bottle is gorgeous. It's recyclable. They tell you it's easy to remove. It's a really nice glass jar. And I've used the Dr. Circle one and I like it. It's hydrating, it's creamy, it feels nice. And apparently this one's very comparable. If you do get these creamy biphase essences, keep it in the fridge if you don't use it up right away, especially if it's hot, because it can kind of get a bit iffy. So what I do is I actually, because it's such a huge bottle, how big is this? It's 140 mils. If I use this twice a day, every day, this will last me 3 to 3.5 months. So what I do is no, longer. 30 mils will last me a month if I use it twice a day. So what I do is I depot them into, or pour a little into a small 30 ml bottle. And I know 30 mils will last me a month. So actually this will last me 5 months. So, you know, I keep the rest of it in the fridge and I just pour some into the small bottle as I go. And yes, very nice. And this was only $19.99. So I checked the Style Vana website, and on sale it's $21. So that's nice. And I'm sure if I like layer a whole bunch of coupons and things like that, it could come close to this price. And the other thing I got was the Bonnie Hill. I've never used this brand before, but look, a very cute all. Night All Retinol Cream for face and neck. The retinol is very low in the ingredient list, so I don't know how much retinol there is in it. But I don't mind like a little bit of extra retinol on top of whatever serum I'm using. And I got this specifically for my neck. And it was only $9.99, so why not? It's a big old tube. Look, it is gigantic. I know nothing about it. I should probably look it up online and maybe read some reviews, but it's 170 mils. And it's quite like light. It's more like a gel cream kind of a texture as opposed to a thick cream or a lotion or anything like that. It's slightly fragranced, which I don't mind, and it does sink in nicely, and I do like it. So, and oh, a little goes a long way. So that's just done my entire arm. Thank you very much. It does feel nice. And it's very mild, very, very light fragrance. It does say it's got fragrance in the ingredients, but I'm okay with fragrance. So, silence. I'm reading, and apparently I can't talk and read at the same time. But I'm trying to look at the ingredients, and it's water, glycerin, triglycerides, butylene, glycol, glycerol. These are all really, really hydrating ingredients, all humectants. Panthenol is very good for you. Betaine, very good for you. More glycol, various types of glycol of various sorts. So, you know, more humectants. Macadamia seed oil, primrose oil, evening primrose oil, sunflower oil, jojoba oil, some citric acid. Yeah, so it looks like it's going, and it's got a little bit of retinol in it. The retinol is like down here in the ingredient list, or like somewhere fairly low down, so don't expect a lot of retinol. But like I said, I like just that like little bit of extra, and it does, oh, it does feel nice. It sinks in nicely. And yes, you can still smell that slight bit of fragrance. So that's it. This is the face for the day. I might throw on a different lip at some point, and I do like this tint, and I love the way it feels. So that's what it looks like. The cap is actually white. I've put a little bit of like colored gaffer tape on it, and also here, because I use it in the bathroom, and my hands get like slippy from all the creams and everything, so that just makes it easier to grip and hold and open. And I'm just gonna reapply a little bit. So it's like a thick oil, thick gloss, but yes, very, very nice. I like it very, very much. So yes, highly recommend. That's it. Okay, 36 minutes. I don't know why I feel the need to like tell you how many minutes I've been yammering away for, because you know, you'll see it, you'll know when you look at this video. And if you stayed with me this long, thank you very much for listening to me just carry on for close to 40 minutes, and I will talk to you next time. Bye bye.